My name is Roman Burgess, and welcome to my critical creative reflection. Today I'll be answering Cambridge's questions about my opener, Wakescape. The question I will be answering today is, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? To answer this question, I first must discuss my genre. The genre my opener falls under is thriller. But what is a thriller? Thrillers are defined by giving viewers a heightened feeling of suspense, excitement, surprise, anticipation, or anxiety. They often contain low-key lighting, shadows, quick editing, quick cuts, different camera angles, and flashbacks. They're designed to keep their audiences on the edge of their seats and on the tip of their toes. My opener plays within this genre's convention by using a multitude of camera angles, low lighting, and quick editing. Some camera angles shown are POV shots, eye level shots, low angle, and medium. An example of my creative decision in including POV shots in many of the scenes is I wanted the audience to fully envision and feel the emotions of the lead while he's experiencing it, putting them in his shoes as the opener goes on. Some conventions displayed in my opener are unreliable narrator and MacGuffin. My character can be seen as an unreliable narrator, as he may recall events to be less accurate than how they occurred. The emotional stress that he's going through mentally can cause this. He also experiences the dream multiple times, which may cause details and ideas to blur together. MacGuffin. A MacGuffin is an object, idea, person, or goal that the character are either in pursuit of or which serves as a motivation for their actions. My MacGuffin, which is our mysterious female lead, can be seen as a pursuit and a motivation. This causes my character to want to know more about her and why she's forming in his dreams. A case study I have to back this up is camera angles case study. We can gain a better understanding of audiences' reactions to viewing objects from both high and low angles, thanks to the camera angles case study. For instance, an object perceived as weak and harmless when viewed from a high camera angle, such as an aerial photo. On the other hand, an item is perceived as powerful and ominous when viewed from a low camera angle. Social groups. My opener challenges social groups by displaying my main characters in a different light than what is perceived as the social norm. It also defies standards of what a woman is meant to act like. My opener challenged gender's convention by displaying my characters in a different light than what is perceived as a social norm. In my opener, the character Ryan displays emotions that are often looked at as weak. In today's society, young men are often taught that men don't cry. This harmful stereotype is often pushed down from generation to generation, affecting the way that they process emotions and how they respond to certain situations. I, however, shut this stereotype down as I have my maker display emotions that are often seen as feminine and less masculine. My main male character has a more angular face and is significantly taller than my female main character. He also possesses sharper facial features. This will come into play later on. For women, on the other hand, they are often seen as too emotional and dependent on their male counterparts. This stereotype often leads to males trying to play the hero and save women from issues that they can easily solve themselves. The women are often seen as innocent and pure and naive. I wanted to convey this in my opener by taking into account softer facial features while casting. Things I wanted to look for was a less angular shape, rosier cheeks, a shorter look, and a much more softer appearance in general. Despite my female lead looking this way, I still wanted her actions incomplete to be completely different than what is normally acceptable in female characters. She can be seen as sort of a wolf in sheep's clothing. While at first, her characteristics are very soft, and which would might lead you to think of her in such a way. But once you dive deeper into her character, the way she looks is a not good representation of how she acts. In the Princess case study, it states that in media, the woman is often portrayed as a damsel in distress and are reliant on a man to save them from their problems, often depicting them as emotional influence, while the men are seen as more dominant, independent, stoic. But in spite of this, my opener displays a sharp distinction, challenging these norms by showing the woman as dominant and someone to be feared. The man, however, is put into a weaker position, showing him to be inferior. To summarize, my opener follows the commonly seen conventions but defies social norms on how women are perceived.